What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz on this absolutely gorgeous, sunny and 75 degrees outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Last straight on Muln, 30 cents a share. The obvious question of this day is that $200 million pipeline with Randy Marion street legal and ready to go, or are we missing one key component? How in the world was I able to give you a stock that went up 15x? Yeah, that's 15x in the last week and a half. And what disaster did I just save some of you from before it got cut in half? All that and more coming right up. Happy Monday. Holy shit. Lifw. Last trade 15 and a quarter. Do not chase it up here. It was $3 a share this morning. If you go inside of the Discord, go up to the top, do a search on Lifw, a stock that we were trading in September. I even shared it on Twitter a couple of times. It did a 1 for 25 reverse, got absolutely smashed, dropped down 65%. Somebody brought it back to my attention at $1.42. I said, wait for a pullback into the mid 120s. Few days later, it went to 126. That was the load the boat moment. Then it went to 3 and a quarter, pulled back to 255. Check it out inside of the Discord. And then today, after it opened at $3 a share, 1642 on a high. So my question to all of you, including those of you, most of you, in fact, that got your unlubricated thumb up your motherfucking ass, what are you waiting for? You got anybody else bringing you stocks that go up 2x, not let alone fucking 15x? You could have bought the stock on my recommendation at $1.26. You could have been blowing it out today at 1642. Now, full disclosure, I did not own any of the stock and I would have been out a long time ago. But this is a very important lesson too, in fact, for those of you that are inside of the Discord right now. Do not fucking tell me before I get to this Mullen news and why I still think the stock is going much higher. Do not fucking tell me you don't have 5 or 10 minutes to scan the stock chat wall. I've analyzed over 200 stocks. We have a 94% win rate inside of the Discord over the last 2 months. We've had at least 23 winners, average gain 84%. This is going to take it up close to 100%. Are you shitting me? 20 fucking stocks that doubled inside of 2 months? You don't have anybody that's fucking bringing you that, especially a broker, a financial advisor. I can be bringing you that kind of stuff. Wait for it. For $50 a month. We're sold out on our premium at trysmallbiz.com. That's for those of you that got a small business. So get a free membership and then a Discord if you want to make money in the stock market. The vast majority of you that don't have a small business, we're closing in on 400 Discord members. And here's my promise to you. For those of you that are in there right now, I am launching the Ask Jason channel, which will be very easy for you to follow along these types of stocks that go up 5, 10, or even in this case, 15x, which is not the norm. It is not the norm. It's a once in a fucking every 2 or 3 year situation. But it's the type of scanning that we do that took me 30 fucking years to develop that's able to generate these types of returns. 175 fucking wins, 16 losses for almost 16x in the last 18 months when you've got an S&P 500 that's up 6% and an IWM that's basically flat. Are you fucking kidding me? Do not tell me you don't have 5 minutes to scan the wall. I have the white graphs that are very easy to find. I color code. I even tell you where to buy them, when to buy them, and in most cases, just like Nvos, when to get the fuck out. Are you talking a gold bond on a biotech stock? Shame on those of you that did not listen to me and get the hell out of Dodge last week at 32. For those of you that did, you're fucking welcome. Once again, the Ask Jason channel will launch when we hit 400. We can do this before the end of the month, by Thanksgiving. I'm asking those of you that want to make money, and I'm talking about absurd amounts of money. Trains leaving the fucking station every hour for the next 10 years. I'm all the way in. You got to put up with me. What do I say? I want a fucking profile picture and treat each other with respect. You don't do either one of those, you're going to be fucking banned. Most people come back into the Discord after a timeout of 24 hours or thereabouts, and they're great people. The fucking engagement is through the roof. What is it? 5x of what it was a week ago? It's hard to keep up with. That's because we're making money. And for those of you that are griping about a stock being down, one of which is in the gaming sector, 05 and change, load up. Load up. Earnings are coming. They shed a ton of debt, 51 million to be exact. They just paid out a preferred dividend. You don't do that if you're knocking on heaven's fucking door. We got another networking play at 25 and change. Get in there and load up. Don't be like doom and gloom, who I actually appreciate, and fucking look at the glass as half empty every damn day. When there's blood in the street, we're buying. We're buying the dip. We're selling the rip. Do not chase. Do not buy LIFW near $16. The play is over. The jig is up. And before I get on to Muln, for all you that got your finger on the fucking trigger every time a stock is up 5 or 10%, let this be a lesson to you. What if you bought the stock this morning at $3 and you thought you were a genius blowing out LIFW at 3.5? How are you going to feel about it right now at 15 and a quarter? You're going to feel like a jackass. So you need to settle the fuck down. In fact, I did a study before I forget. Over the weekend, I took out Muln and I took out MCOM, stocks that we've owned for many, many months. The average length of the last 50 winners, and we've had 175 going back to last March, is 3.26 weeks. So about 3 weeks. Even if you look at LIFW, it rolled over from $1.40 to 1.25 and change, and it took about 2 weeks to get up to here at 16. Even that piece of shit fucking scam Nvos, when it originally took off at 7 cents a share, it took about 3 or 4 weeks to get all the way up to 54 cents, where I originally said to pull the trigger. So for those of you that are still doubting my fucking expertise, let TTOO, where I said to sell it at 70 cents, aka $70, and this get out of Dodge moment on Nvos to be a fucking lesson. And you throw in the LIFW, which again is a 15 bagger in 2 weeks. You ain't got anybody like me that knows how to fucking make money in the stock market. I often wonder what my new neighbor. I used to have a beautiful couple, gorgeous baby, 2 kids actually. They moved out. And I said to him, is it the screaming? Could you hear it through the wall? And he's like, no. We just need more space. So this new guy, I saw him out in the front the other day. Seems like a nice fellow, but he looked at me like, are you the son of a bitch that's screaming and hollering every day around noon? Yeah, it's me. So if you're still with me, thank you. According to our analytics, only 40% of you are. Muln, here's the deal. We learned this morning that they're now EPA approved on the 1 and the 3. And the Muln 1 cargo van is the first of its kind. And there's a $200 million or thereabouts backlog with Randy Marion. And everything I keep seeing and hearing is they're actually going to deliver on that. However, as many of you rightly pointed out, they're not fully street legal yet. We need airbags. We need a few other things as well. But a lot of this is going to be last mile transportation where you don't actually have to be highway approved. And I'm keeping it simple, stupid, but you can be cruising around a retirement community or a university. Look, folks, this piece of shit that has tortured us for the last 6 months to a year or more for some of you is showing life. The market's rolling over hard. The IWM's probably going to bottom in and around 170 over the next few days. We had a hell of a move on a Marty Zwag, rest his soul, Brett Thrust last week. The market is going significantly higher. We are in the middle innings of a major, massive 26, 27-year secular bull market driven by the millennials, artificial intelligence, massive liquidity, much less supply because of all these buybacks companies like Google and Tesla are doing. The stock market, in terms of the Dow, is going to double. The NASDAQ's going to triple in the next 5 to 10 years. And what are you going to do? Are you going to be like most people watching me today with your unlubricated thumb up your fucking ass, choking on the fucking market last week, jumping out a window when you should have been loading the boat? If you were inside of the Discord with me, I would have had you getting into stocks, not getting out of stocks. I would have given you a chance to have a 16x. I wouldn't have caught the whole move. I would have been selling at 6, 7, 8 tops. But this is the type of shit that we have the power to do. We can do it together. Muln needs to get the airbags. They need to deliver some revenue before the end of this year. In terms of the chart, it's 36, it's 42, and then it's 50. We get up and through that. I think we can do it before the end of the year. There's going to be a fucking dogfight, and I won't say it, Ma. 2 or 3 licks of the lollipop are coming. And then we got a tough decision to make. Do we get out of Dodge? Do we take some off the table and roll it in to something like LIFW, which just had a 1.5x? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I can change your life. Always remember that I love you, and I hope to see you get a Discord at trysmallbiz.com.